I'm both a qualified builder and an architect. This rare combination means I can communicate concepts and requirements to tradespeople and building issues to architects. And we do employ people who want to learn to do the same thing. So whether you're creating a boutique residence, residential development or commercial construction, it's important to speak the client's language as well. I won't employ people who are going to shortchange the client or make substitutions on site. It's not worth it to my business or to the job. I've always encouraged my staff to ask me questions about why a home's designed a certain way. Then they can see the importance of building it that way too. At Steele Associates, we want to ensure that the projects we develop don't just meet minimum standards in the short term, but go beyond, delivering high quality, energy efficient, comfortable, cost efficient, sustainable, affordable and reliable homes in the long term. And so we want to work with companies and people who know how to deliver those. Probably the most common on-site problem is ceiling insulation, which is strung up between joists, and then often the plumber and electrician have to get in there to put up pipes and cables. Gyprocker might need to move a bat to put in a track, and then by the time everyone else is finished fiddling around in there, it looks like the insulation looks like an old moth-eaten blanket. And just like a moth-eaten blanket isn't going to keep you warm in winter, that insulation with all those gaps in it isn't going to do a good job of keeping the house warm and cool when it's meant to. So the problem is that the guys on site are thinking about the job they have to get in and get out and do quickly, but if you haven't got someone also thinking about what this house is going to be to live in for 50 years, then you've got a real problem. To get the right result, good clear documentation is important, communication is important, and an old-fashioned checklist is a really powerful tool. And have someone else come through and do a final inspection just to make sure nothing is missed. That makes all the difference.
During the writing of contracts and specifications early on in the process, the removal of phrases like or equivalent and or similar makes for a precise detailing and gives a client certainty that they're getting what is specified. Building in more site visits as part of the contract will allow a closer examination and management of off-plan changes and help give more time for communication. At site inductions, staff and all workers need to be given the responsibility and authority to call out contractors they think may be using or installing substandard or substituted materials and building elements, and bringing it to the attention of the foreman or site manager if necessary. Project managers, construction managers and site managers must make sure design changes are signed off by the owners or architects or building designers before the changes can be implemented. If a builder asks me about a particular design, material or product, I'll always take the time to explain what I've designed and why it's relevant. A small change can have a massive impact, and I know the builders I'd never use again and the ones I'll come back to every time. The good ones have found that actually building what was designed results in energy efficient homes, more work and a great reputation. The way I choose builders is I look for builders who are really interested in understanding the whole sustainability agenda, from energy efficiency, material selection, detailing, etc. and are really willing to work with us to understand what we're trying to achieve and how to achieve it in the most efficient and best way. Well, recently, over the last couple of years, we have been trying to bring the builders in as early as possible, because I have a really healthy respect for their experience and expertise, and know that the sooner that is brought in, the sooner we can influence the design with that experience, rather than coming in really late and then it's costly and difficult for that experience to be incorporated. So we try to bring them in early and work with them as part of a team that is delivering the outcome for the client.
I didn't have any knowledge 1 or 2 years ago. I thought if I have to have a heater or cool the house, I have to have a strong air conditioned. But now I know without air condition, you can have a comfortable home. So people simply, they don't know. So the people, especially people around us, with my friends, they have no idea.
I think that Australia tends to be a little bit behind when it comes to sustainability and more energy efficient practice. So I would like to see us sort of catch up on the game.